Friends here. Where are you from?
Louisiana.
And what's your name?
Mike and Laurie Dugan.
And you want to say hi to anybody at home?
Yes, our grandkids, Parker, Webb, and Harris.
Yay!
And our kids.
What's your name?
My name's Kaylee.
And I'm Elaine.
Where are you from?
We're from Pennsylvania.
Very nice. Thanks for being here. Hi, guys. It's just wonderful here on the plaza. And you know what? We got a Christmas tree, which we're going to light this week. And you're going to hear about it. Let's take a look at the maps real quick. Here in the Northeast, it's beautiful right now. 66 is the daytime high, but we do have some changes going on. Heavy rain in the forecast for the central U.S., and then we have snow. Here it comes, my friends, across the northern plains and the upper Midwest. So changes are happening, and we will keep you up to date with foxweather.com. You want to say hi to the gang? Steve Ainsley Bryan? Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Good morning.
Good-looking group out there.
Indeed.
Very nice.
Thanks, JD.
Thanks, JD.
14 minutes out before the top of the hour, Fox News Alert, a live look inside a Georgia courtroom where the trial for the illegal immigrant accused of murdering nursing student Laken Riley just getting started.
Laken's family arriving just a few moments ago, along with her roommate, who whispered, "I love you," to them in support after she testified on Friday, the same day that prosecutors revealed chilling details, painting the suspect as a killer hunting for females.
Right. It does appear they're about to swear in one of the police officers who responded to the initial 911 call. Let's go ahead and listen to his testimony.
14 patrol officers, as well as I'm on the bomb team. I'm a certified bomb technician. And I'm on a special response team, which is kind of like SWAT or active shooter response.
Were you called to an apartment complex at 2085 Millage Avenue in Athens, Clarke County, Georgia, on the 23rd day of February 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell the court at about what time did you get called there?
Roughly 8:32 in the morning.
Who called you there?
Tim Johnson requested that through a radio system for a UGA police officer, and I was close by.
Who does he work for?
Athens Clarke County Police Department.
How long did it take you to get on scene?
Maybe 5 minutes. I was in the 5 minutes
All right,
area.
it sounds as if the officer is going to go through the timeline. While they do that, which we've already seen and they discussed last week, let's bring in Fox News contributor and retired New York City Police Department Inspector Paul Morrow, who is live outside the courtroom. Paul, from what we heard on Monday, the testimony against this migrant is devastating.
Yeah, it really is. And the prosecution has done a very good job of laying out a narrative that makes sense. It's sort of linear. You can understand the arc of it. And they've been going through the various witnesses, filling in the pieces of that narrative in a very compelling and cognizable way. We've heard about the DNA. We've heard about the material under her fingernails and the fact that he had scratches on his face. We heard about the thumbprint that was on her phone. We've seen pictures of the gloves that he allegedly wore with a hole in the thumb that would have allowed for that thumbprint. We've seen the video of what appears to be him walking to the dumpster to dispose of the clothing that had subsequently was found to have his DNA and Laken Riley's. It's a very compelling narrative, and the defense is going to have their work cut out for them.
Paul, he was hunting. They're painting it out to be that he was hunting for women, and there was the Peeping Tom case earlier in that day or on the same day, and then the gloves. What does that tell you? Did he go with a motive?
Yeah, it really does seem that way, and that kind of a statement right at the top, something that inflammatory from the prosecution, concretizing in the mind of, in this case, the judge, that he was out on the hunt. Again, that's just something that lodges in the mind of the fact finder here. He was out earlier. He tries to get into the home, apparently, of an employee of UGA. He has with him, and this is interesting, he has with him a cup that is subsequently found closer to the scene of Laken Riley, but yet the cup is observed on video at the Peeping Tom scene. And that's why it was very important to get that earlier incident into the same case. They got a hold of that cup. You can guarantee they tested it for DNA. The officer testified that it smelled like alcohol. And so, again, it's part of this narrative that he went out, maybe he was intox, and he had this on his mind. And unfortunately for Laken Riley, tragically, he ends up encountering her.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine more evidence emerging from the case that makes it look more like a devastating conviction. Paul, thanks so much. Look forward to it. We're going to be carrying it throughout monitoring throughout the day. Paul Morrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Also, right now, let's check in with Dana Perino for what's coming up on her show. I imagine you're carrying a lot of this trial, Dana.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a wonderful show, as always. We'll try to continue that. The Trump transition track continues at breakneck speed, and we have the latest on what you might have missed this weekend. There's palace intrigue, and we have the story. And the trial of Laken Riley, suspected murder suspect, picks back up again today, and we expect to hear how she fought fiercely for her life. Plus, what could actually get cut under Musk and Ramaswamy's new Department of Government Efficiency? We have a prediction. All this and more coming up on America's Newsroom.
Big Tech.